4. Stop by and place your parlay bets today. The general store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
All right, 8:51 in this Bill and Jessica show. We have Nathan in studio from Delmarva Health through CBD. Very happy to have him back.
Yep, very happy to be here.
Yes, check him out again. People want to know where you guys are located. How can they get to your store?
We're in Berlin on 10445 Old Ocean City Boulevard. We're on the road that AGH is, across from the car wash and Tractor Supply. It's really easy to get. It's right off of Route 50.
Okay, very good. And you guys are online.
Location.
Got a website, Facebook, and all that?
There's a website. You can Google it. There's a Facebook. It's Delmarva Health through CBD. The shortcut to the website is dhtcbd.com. There's an Instagram page. That's pretty much it.
We got another question in 579 texted in saying, do you have CBD products for kids with ADHD and or ADD?
Yes, and this happens quite a bit. First of all, CBD is legal for kids of all age. It's not going to hurt them. You just want to give them a smaller dose. A lot of times, kids that have ADHD or autism, these kinds of things, a CBD tincture, which is an oil that you drop in your mouth.
Okay.
You let it sit underneath your tongue for 30 seconds, a minute, and then swallow it. It's really simple. These products that we have flavors associated with them. Lemon, strawberry, blueberry, they taste good. So basically what you do is you just give the child a dose, in the morning and when they get home from school.
Okay.
And it will help them out. This happens quite a bit. This question pops up every month.
What were you saying? We were talking a little bit about that off the air with the kids, and there used to be like lollipops and stuff.
Right. So when we started, I had CBD lollipops, which were great because it was a low dose.
Right.
Also, we have CBD gummies, which work well for children because your stomach acid eats up most of it. So you give a child a 25 milligram gummy, what they're really getting is 5 milligrams, which is an appropriate dose for a child, not for me. I need a lot more because I'm a lot bigger,
right? Right.
And CBD is a drug, and one of the things that way drugs are affected is by body size. So if you're a bigger person, you're just naturally going to need more medicine. That's the way it works.
Yeah. If you have a question for Nathan from Delmarva Health through CBD, right there in Berlin, you can text in 302-858-5117. I do want to talk a little bit about, you mentioned the gummies, and we've talked about the coffee. I want to talk about some of your products that you offer. People come to you said all the time, and they're like, all right, I got this going on. Number one thing you say is like stress, anxiety,
right?
They want to be able to relax. And look, again, from personal experience, like some of your products put you in a better mood. I don't know how they do it, but they just do it.
It's chemistry.
I don't know what it is, but it just does.
Give him more of it.
Yes, and that's why I keep coming back for more.
There's a lot of wives that show up and want stuff for their husband.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
It puts them in a better mood.
Hey, you don't. It doesn't like get you intoxicated. That's the big thing about the CBD. You're not just going to get high. You're going to feel a certain way, feel better. That's why you on your first commercial that we actually did, you said, and have a better life.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's and I'm telling you, your products work. You have the oils, we talked about that. You have the coffee, we talked about that. You also have the drinks, and you have like different flavored waters.
Sparkling water.
Right. So for just talking about CBD, of course, we have tinctures. There's gel caps. There's water soluble oils that you can put in a drink. There are actually CBD drinks themselves. They're coming in a 12-ounce can.
Okay.
They're water soluble CBD. They have a bunch of B vitamins in them. Not very many calories. Only 10 calories for the people out there that have to worry about that. Really nice flavors. They just came out with a mango guava.
Okay.
There's a black cherry, strawberry lavender, peach honey, and an orange grapefruit. These a lot of times are used by people. It's really kind of funny. A lot of times moms will come into the store and grab a drink on the way to pick up the kids from school. Right, because they want to get relaxed before they have to deal with whatever today's problem is.
Yes.
And that way they don't have to share either.
Yeah.
So drinks are very popular for CBD. Gummies would probably be the next one, and tinctures are very effective. There are a lot of different drinks. There's THC drinks also. Drinks and gummies are the biggest segments of the cannabis industry this year. So, for instance, we just got another drink last week. We were getting new gummies all the time. They're really interesting. I mean, and they taste good, which is why people love gummies.
Mm-hmm. Now, when
it's social,
when people come into your store, on the right-hand side, you have a bunch of stuff up on the walls. Mm-hmm. You have like one section that says CBD, and then you have another one that says CHG or CBG. I'm sorry, CBG. And then you have on the opposite side, you might have something that says Delta 10,
right?
Delta 8. Yeah, can you explain to me like what all the difference is?
Okay, so basically the store is split in half. When you come in to the left, you'll see all these signs on the wall. Look up, and we've got labels: Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, THCO, THCP, THCV, HHC. All these are painted green because these are all types of THC. A lot of people think about cannabis and they think, oh, just THC and CBD. No, there's like another 100 different chemicals. They're all related, but they're all separate. And then on the right side, which is what Bill was talking about, and this is kind of the way they came out in history, we've got CBD, very good for anxiety, all the things that we talked about.
Right.
CBG is next. That's good for daytime use. People that have more severe anxiety issues, like, hey, I lost my husband, or I've got some depression, mental health issues, whatever it is. Then we have CBN. CBN is very useful for sleep issues.
Okay.
So sleep issues are number 2 reason people come into the store. Everybody has sleep issues, myself included. For, it could be you're anxious, you can't let the day go, you've got a pain issue that's keeping you up, all kinds of reasons. In my case, restless leg syndrome keeps me up. So CBN is not like melatonin, Ambien, these other drugs that people normally associate with.
That's the go-to that people talk about, melatonin.
Right. Yeah. And we used to, a long time ago when we started out, we had CBD with melatonin gummies. And I tried them, just like I try everything that we sell. And I didn't like the way it made me feel in the morning because the melatonin made me feel groggy.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So melatonin is also a natural chemical in the body. It is useful for some people. I just prefer CBN. I think it works in a sense cleaner. You wake up and you've got energy. You've gotten a good sleep. You don't feel tired, groggy, any of these kinds of things. So it's just CBN's a better solution in my opinion.
Okay. So that, but it will like make you feel. It'll put you to sleep pretty much.
Yeah. And
now, will the CBD that helps you with stress and anxiety and relax you? Is that gonna put you to sleep, or is that just gonna relax the body?
No, CBD will help you go to sleep. It's going to relax the head mostly, but one of the side effects from CBD is it makes you sleepy. So a lot of people will start off with CBD. Like I said earlier, it's a multi-tool kind of thing. But CBN works more effective, so you can take a smaller dose and get better results.
Because I was going to say, for me personally, when I have CBD, it depends on what product it is, but it doesn't always make me like drowsy.
Right. So CBD in larger doses will make you sleepy. Okay. So that's why you can think of CBD as being kind of a multi-purpose. You can use it in daytime. You can use it at nighttime. CBG gives you energy. You should use in daytime. CBN is designed for sleep, so you should use it at night. And actually, I, like I said, have restless leg syndrome, and I stopped after 25 years taking Requip, which is a prescription drug for restless leg syndrome. And now I'm making the drugs that we make in the store. I'm taking my own sleep tincture.
So you stopped the prescription and you've taken
and you
this.
use this.
Yes. I've gotten
and
off
it works.
Excellent.
Yeah, this has been going on for, we've had this product for maybe 3 or 4 months. So like I took some last night, and I felt great this morning. Then I had some coffee. I felt even better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then we also on that wall to finish it off, we have CBC, which is another cannabinoid, does not get you high, but is very useful for pain. So each one of these is a tool that's designed for a specific issue. And that's where we come in, because we've got the knowledge and the training from doctors to say, oh, you got this problem, try this. Now I'm not a doctor, so I can't call you a patient or client or prescribe medicine or any of that. But I've done this for hundreds of people. And after a while, you start to see patterns. And I know what works for me.
When would somebody say, like if they're in their store and they've been taking the CBD, when would somebody say, okay, or why would they say, hey, I want to go to the other wall. I want to try something. I want to try like something with THC.
Sure.
What will that do as opposed to just the CBD?
Okay, so obviously THC can be used for fun, and so that's a side effect. But on a more medical, holistic note,
A side effect of the reason that they get it. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
people have choices, but THC can be used in a medical way for not so much anxiety, but for stomach problems, for pain issues, for sure, to help you go to sleep. It does have some good uses for the body. The problem is, of course, that it's intoxicating and not everybody can handle that.
Okay.
But like for pain especially, there comes a point where THC is kind of like the last thing in the store. When you have really bad back pain or you've hurt something, THC is very useful. But let's say that you are still working and you have to deal with the pain while you're at work. Well, in that case, THC might not be a good option for you. So you could take CBC to help you get through your day and then do whatever you got to do at night. So there are good uses for it. There's a lot of different ways that you can consume it. Like we have THC drinks. That was the second one that we just got. There's all kinds of different gummies. There's vapes. That's basically your choices. And there's also flower for the people that like to smoke.
Okay.
So that's basically your choices for that.
Jocelyn just texted in and said, yes, plant medicine is real medicine.
That's right.
Yes. I mean,
deal.
this is all natural. This is, and you actually this is not just products that you just get shipped in and you just sell them. You actually do like the research. And I mean, you were telling me about the coffee. I mean, you got the labels for the K-cups. You're actually pouring the coffee in like you're doing all this yourself. Like you do a lot of this stuff.
It's and it's different because like so far this year I've already been, or last year because we're in January, I've already been to 2 CBD expos in North Carolina, in Orlando, and I'm getting to see the inside of the industry. So not only am I doing research online, which can be problematic because you have to look at who wrote the article. If somebody's writing an article and they say these gummies are the best, well, they're probably selling them gummies, But when you go and you get to meet people face to face like we are and talk to them, try their products, see their products, you develop relationships. And this is a lot different than the way other shops operate. It's a lot more time intensive. It's quite honestly a lot of money. I just spent $1,000 for another training set. Not everybody's going to want to do that, but it gives me the ability to take, like in this case, 23 courses from the Society of Cannabis Clinicians and learn how doctors deal with certain issues like end-of-life issues, like neurological issues, fibromyalgia, for pain, cancer, GI issues, all these different things in detail. So I'm not going to go into that because nobody cares about the chemistry, but it's all about like how the receptors work and how the science of the body deals with cannabis. And it's a very complicated thing. But the simple thing is it just works.
Yeah.
So,
well, and one thing that, as we wrap up that I do want to mention is that you talked about how, you got off of your medicine and your prescriptions because of your products. Those medicines that you take, and a lot of medicines that people take from doctors and, and again, trust your medical professional, not saying anything about that. But some of these medicines have crazy side effects and can damage other things. When this is all natural and possibly, I mean, are there any like major, like, or any side effects that you see or damage that can be done by taking these products, because I mean, as opposed to medicine where there are, they say, oh, you take too much Tylenol, bad for your liver. Oh, you do this. Oh, it's bad for this. Oh, you do this, bad for this. But with these natural remedies, things like that don't happen, right?
You really don't have that issue. They've done studies. People have taken up to 1,500 milliliters of CBD a day. It didn't have any effect on the liver. The liver has to process alcohol as well as all prescription drugs and a lot of other things. So you want to take care of your liver. You don't have that issue with CBD products. You also don't have the issue with prescription drugs where this interferes with this. In only 2 cases, and that's with like warfarin, high strength blood thinners and epileptic pills. And also, yes, I have gotten off of 3 prescription drugs, but I am going to mention that I did that all with the knowledge of my primary doctor, right? So I'm not saying just stop things cold turkey and start taking CBD. I'm not saying that at all. You should talk to your doctor about it. The chances of you having a bad reaction or something is not going to be that much from taking the CBD. It's probably going to be from the withdrawal of getting off certain drugs. You shouldn't just cold turkey.
Yeah.
But I have done this 3 times.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go to Delmarva Health because he told me I can stop taking.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Yeah. Don't do that, guys. But that is a good testimony as to how, some of your products work. I mean, it's just, look, I'm telling you, personal experience. The stuff works.
Yeah.
So,
like, for instance, I got off a requip for my restless legs by taking CBN because it's good for tremors. I got off antidepressants a couple years ago by taking CBG. I cut my gabapentin use in half down to 900 milligrams for my herniated disc in my back by taking CBC.
And that's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one.
Yeah.
Gabapentin, I mean, it's better than opioids, but it's not a great thing to be on for long term.
Now, but you also consulted your doctor about that, and
and I did this one at a time.
What did your doctor say when you first said, "Okay, look, I got these product," and
Well, he knows I have a CBD store, but the first thing he said was, "Well, why don't you try medical marijuana?" I said, "I got a CBD store. I'd like to do this." He said, "Sure, go for it." And we did it. We did one, and then we waited a couple months, and then we got off another one. And then the gabapentin thing was like a 3-month process where every month I took one less pill. So you can do this, but it should be gradual. You've got to give your body time to adapt. And when it comes to pain management issues, I replaced the gabapentin with CBC. So you have to be able to manage the pain, increase your pain level a little bit, and then be able to deal with it. This is not a quick process if you want to be successful, but you can definitely do it. And there are, I'm sure, a lot of other issues that can help people, like the person that called about ADHD and autism.
Yeah,
there's pills for that too, but I think CBD might work better for most people.
Okay. Very good. Again, Nathan, anything you want to add? Anything you wanted to, talk about as far as your store goes and your products and,
You kind of put me on the spot. We've got a lot of new products. Since the last time that I've been here, we've probably got a dozen new products. That's something that's always changing. So if you have something that you have seen somewhere else and don't have any idea if anybody carries it, come talk to me.
Okay.
Because if it's something that's really interesting to you, maybe I'll go out and get that product. I've done this a few times. So there's a lot of things that are out there, much more than what everybody knows about. So the best thing I can do is say, stop by the store, come talk to me, call the store. You can email the store. You can do it on Facebook, do it on the website. There's all kinds of ways.
Real quick, also, I wanted to ask you that somebody was asking. You can go on Amazon, and if you type in, like the CBD or, different products, the gummies, it's all hemp gummies.
Right. So
everything is hemp gummies, hemp products. Everything is hemp, hemp, hemp. What is the difference between that and something that you would offer in your store?
This is a good question, and this has happened to me too. People will go to Amazon and other marketplaces because they think they're getting a better deal. The difference is you're not buying CBD at all. You're buying because you can't legally sell CBD on Amazon.
Gotcha.
So
even though it says it,
I know, and it says hemp all over it. But what that is hemp seed oil. So they take the seeds, which have no CBD or THC because you haven't grown the plant. You have to get it from the flower, and they cold press it. And those
so you're getting
oils,
a dud.
You're getting a dud. It's
I even
fake
see
CBD.
it at some stores, and it's just like some lotion or something. But I'm like,
scam.
No, fake.
It's not going to do what you think.
Nathan, that's what I say in my mind. I'm like, no.
This is one of those industries where if you try and buy the cheaper products, you're not going to get good products. And if you do get products that do have CBD in them, you're going to wear them out really quick because, like for topicals, a lot of times you're nowhere near strong enough. So you just have to pick good products and see what happens, and just stay off of Amazon. Order other stuff. But stay off Amazon.
Right,
Order other stuff.
Order your Christmas presents on there. Order some whatever you need. But as far as the CBD and all that stuff, go see Delmarva Health. Delmarva Health through CBD again. I just want to stress they're in Berlin. Mention Bill and Jessica. You get 10% off. And if people want to find you, go ahead and give all your info out, how they can, get to your store, and then also your website and Facebook and all that.
Okay, so the phone number for the store is 410-650-2292. The address is 10445 Old Ocean City Boulevard, right off of Route 50 in Berlin. You can text. The Facebook site is Delmarva Health. There's an Instagram site. There's also, you can Google my business and see our hours and a lot of the products. Not all of them are on the web, but a lot of them are out there. But I would really suggest that you come in and just talk to me.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people.
Don't be worried. Don't be like scared to go in there. Well, I've never been in the kind of store like this. Like
you don't need a card or anything.
No, you don't need a medical card.
Yeah, you don't need a medical card to go in. Just go in there. They're very welcoming. I know them personally, Nathan and Dawn. We're friends, and they're ready to be your friend too.
Yeah, this is not a dark place that stinks like smoke and all that stuff. This is like walking into a waiting room at a pharmacist or some other medical place.
Right. Well, look, again, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for
we
having
appreciate
me again, guys.
it.
I really appreciate it.
Me personally, I know we both do. Really believe in your products and want people to go and see you guys, and thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much. It's the Bill and Jessica show. It's 9:12.
Power 101.7 is honoring great